Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Super Famicom Wars. Thank you to the multiple commenters who explained that in older Wars games, including Super Famicom Wars, you can only build at production facilities that are close to your headquarters. And so this naval port and this airport are too far away for us to build anything at them, so it wasn't a bug. It is an intended part of the game. I will say I don't like this mechanic at all. The only thing it's going to serve to do is to make matches on bigger maps take longer because we can't build stuff at our forward production centers. So not a fan of this whatsoever. This is kind of the first older Wars mechanic we've run into that I think I can definitively say I like the way it works in the newer games better. But we'll deal with it, so I won't just sit here complaining about it. Just for the record, not a fan. But let's go ahead and move on. On a much less gameplay mechanics critical note, I had kind of already intuited that this was the case, but something a commenter said pretty much confirmed it for me, which is that the music tracks are in the same order as the COs, meaning that each music track, at least, you know, the first 7, would be the theme song for one of the COs. And since they're in the same order, and it looks like there are only 7, so every one of them is the theme song of the CO. So this would be the one for, I think Yuan Delta's first, and then like Rogensky, Von Rosso, Hitler. 5, the Gundam sounding one. That would apparently be Caroline's theme, because she's the 5th CO and it's the 5th music track. So I think from this point forward, I'm going to cycle through all the music tracks so that we've heard them all. I think the only one we haven't heard so far is number 7. So we'll play that one in the next match. But for the rest of this match, I'm going to play 5, because that's Caroline's theme and we're playing as Caroline. Interesting that she gets the Gundam theme. The super heroic sounding theme. Okay, well anyway, now that we understand how this works and all that, let's just finish out the match. It's going to take us longer than it probably should, because we're not allowed to build at our forward production centers, but Satellaview will get used to that. Oh, Yuan Delta's loading up troops onto landers now. Well, I have submarines, so I'm not worried about it. We'll just sink them. Well, that's really cool how it actually shows both of the things that are loaded onto the lander. That's a nice little attention to detail. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh my gosh, give it up, Yuan Delta. You are not going to take control of this southern island, you fool. It's just not going to happen. My cat's crawling all over me, and we'll see what kind of problems might ensue. How about you just get comfy and, you know, figure out how you want to sit on me, girl. Okay, now, unfortunately, my battlecopter got blown up by his fighter. I remember that. Oh, I have another one, which I didn't remember. So that's actually going to make this easy to deal with. Get out of here, Yuan Delta. You have to face the wrath of Gundam Caroline. Alright, good enough. You are going to cap. I guess you can work on finishing him off. Still looking so smug. Okay, what was this guy doing? Going back for a pickup, I think. Oh, he's low on fuel. Well, we have a fuel truck here, so it's fine. Land next to the fuel truck. Load up. Hiya! Alrighty. This already has a guy. How much fuel does this one have? Oh, it's low too. Maybe before I drop this guy off, I ought to refuel this helicopter too. We don't want our transport choppers crashing. I guess I'm really stupid because I could have had it refuel at this airport. Oh well, that's just typical Dr. J. We'll refuel our fighter at the airport there. That's my excuse. I wanted to refuel the fighter. Okay. And our submarine is going to go on a lander hunt. We're certainly not going to allow him to drop off all those forces on us. Alright, now what else? What else? Right, I have a battleship. I have 2 battleships. Maybe I'll get a bomber. I feel like we're in a situation where a bomber could be useful. Lots of good targets for it. Your move, Yuan. Yuan Delta is a pretty cool name. Oh, Yuan. You're such a clown. Such a clown. What do you think you're going to accomplish? All you're succeeding in doing is irritating me. Oh, here comes his fighter. That would be an issue, or I guess that's another fighter, because I'm pretty sure I shot his earlier one down. That would be an issue for my bomber. But my fighter and his should be evenly matched, so... Alright, not having this. Get out of here. Good. Now, finish off this clown. I do like that cheeky laugh. The cheeky victory laugh. Caroline has some good expressions. Pretty much everybody does, as usual, for Wars games. Setting aside Days of Ruin. Which I liked Days of Ruin a lot, but it did not have the endearing CO expressions. I think maybe the domination victory is going to be the way to go here. Alright, it looks like both of his landers are taking a southerly route. My cruiser at least will be able to shoot down his helicopters, and if he builds a sub, it'll be able to deal with that. So it wasn't a complete waste of a unit to buy. Oh, and we can land helicopters on it. I always forget about that. Which, hey, there are definite uses for that, aren't there? Nice. Oh, that's cool. I love how literally everything gets an animation. I suppose I should take these 2 cities up there. Wait a minute. Oh, good lord, it's gonna crash. God. The whole reason I had it down here was to refuel it. Jeez, okay, well. That was brilliant. I just lose track of what I'm doing. If you have never played a game while commenting over it, especially a game you've never played before, I promise you, it divides your attention, and you make mistakes you wouldn't make if you weren't recording. It's a real thing. Let's see. Just a little out of range. Alright, well let's go to where we just have good coverage with our fighter. Yeah, we're gonna lose that T-copter for no good reason, so that was pretty dumb. Let's get another fighter. I don't think I'm gonna go too much heavier on the naval units, just because it'll be so slow. And the air units are much faster, obviously, so... I think we're gonna go pretty heavy on the air to try to bring this match to a close. Yuan Delta does have a nice little portrait in the lower right. Oh! So I said from the very first episode that this was a mistake I was going to make a lot, forgetting to check my unit hit points. And that has certainly been true. Because unlike the other Wars games, your hit points aren't on screen all the time. So it just doesn't even enter my mind. I really need to get it into my muscle memory that I have to check my unit hit points manually a lot. It's just one of those conveniences that we don't have that I'm not used to yet. The lack of it. Yep, that sucked. I'm making a lot of mistakes already in this video. There's no way around it. Alright, your move range with your fighter is... 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so my bomber's not in range yet. Let's see, the limit was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could, for example, park it on top of this city. And it would not be in range of his fighter. But yeah, I just need to implant it into my muscle memory. Gotta check hit points, gotta check hit points. Because if I'm not doing that, my brain is just telling me everything's at full hit points. Subconsciously. That has bitten me several times in this playthrough so far. Alright. Well... this cruiser doesn't have much to do at the moment. It can't target the fighter, we know that. I'm not going to launch my transport chopper when that fighter's right there. And yeah, bit of a delay capturing this, due to my stupidity. Well, let's get a couple new T-copters. Let's park this right on the route of the T-copters coming to the east to pick up guys. And maybe I should get another couple dudes for, not for immediate use, because I would lose a turn loading them onto the T-copters from there. Since loading stuff actually uses up a turn in this version. Alright, my subs are going to be in position to intercept his landers, just barely. It's a good thing I built them when I did. But yeah, I should be able to sink him before he drops off all that stuff that he loaded onto him. It would be a little scary if that landing force actually got here, but it shouldn't. Oh, a striker. Oh, right. I should have thought of that and probably landed my battlecopter on my cruiser. So, yet another mistake. Aha! Well, that is ripe for the picking by my cruiser. Wholesale, though I frustrate myself with all the unnecessary mistakes that... And I was totally unprepared for this mechanic, where you cannot build production facilities too far away from your headquarters. That caught me totally off guard. Setting those issues aside, this has been a really enjoyable match. I like that we are finally able to bring to bear the naval and the ground and the air power all in one. Oh, I am not going to be able to intercept these in time. I'm going to lose this island, aren't I? I think I am. It's because the subs are very slow. Very, very slow. So the landers being quicker has certainly contributed to him actually being able to get them all the way over here before my subs could get into position. Oh geez, didn't even one-shot a T-copter. That's depressing. Ugh. A lot of things going wrong this episode. Part of me is almost tempted to just throw this recording away and start over with all the mistakes, but you know what? I'll just let it be the way it is. Constant, dumb, unforced errors and all. So his fighter will probably finish off my my battle copter. I really want to get my bomber into the fray to help defend the island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want my bomber to get shot down, obviously. I'll just move it to there. That should be safe. My battlecopter, I'm almost certainly going to lose it to his fighter. Right, and he has the striker he built too. So my lone fighter is a little outgunned at the moment. But let's just go for real air superiority. There are 2 fighters. I'll gain control of the air. Actually, I can prevent him from loading 1, 2, 3, 4 by just putting a guy here. And then my submarines really will have gotten here in time to intercept his landers. Okay. I think that's a turn. It's turning into an interesting match. Interesting decision. Well, as I thought, Cruiser wins that engagement. Would be kind of crazy if it didn't. Alright, we've lured his fighter out to where my fighter can get in a shot on it. Caroline still has a pretty great expression for when she loses a unit. My cat is pretty adorably curled up on my lap. Sleepily purring. Oh, did he just build a battleship? Went by kind of fast. Let me confirm that. He surely did. Interesting. Alright, we still have plenty of fuel. So, he did not bring his landers into range. So the submarines are working out as a deterrent for his attempts to do an amphibious landing on me, which is the main reason I built them, so that's good. One-shot kill? Yes, one-shot kill. I still don't know how I will tell when Caroline's lucky effect activates. I would assume it already has. We've had enough engagements that unless its proc rate is terrible, then presumably it's activated, but I don't know how to tell. If someone could explain that as well in the comments, that would also be much appreciated. All my many commenters who have played Advance Wars for decades, or the Wars series in general for decades, are extremely helpful for explaining how certain things work. So much thanks to you all. Alright. Let's get another bomber. Maybe I'll just keep these guys nearby in case I decide to build more T-copters here. They can load up immediately. I think I forgot to refuel one of these, like a genius again, even though I literally put the supply truck there for just that purpose. If I'm not an idiot, which I probably will be, next turn I can just move this copter out of the way, move the supply truck to here, and refuel the other one. Alright, how are things going? Looks okay. I should move my battleships, of course. Once I get them into position, they should be helpful for blowing up stuff on his main island in preparation for some kind of assault. I have a feeling that this is going to take quite a while. At some point, we'll turn animations off like usual to speed things up. Oh right, the Striker is a fighter-bomber. My cruiser's weakened, so this is probably the end of it. And the T-copter I had on it is destroyed. Oh well, not a great loss, really. Interesting. That effectively blocked my submarine because of the really stupid movement rules in Wars. Or did it? Yes, that's dumb and makes no sense, helicopters blocking submarines, but that's how things work in the Wars universe, so we'll deal with it. Okay, Striker, let's see how you do against dedicated anti-air. Now, granted, dedicated anti-air that was already hurt, but still, that went okay. Refuel here. Also, enjoy the additional dedicated anti-air reinforcements that are en route. I will seize control of the air. Alright, now let's do the thing we said we'd do and move this out of the way. And supply the other one. At least I've really put a stop to his amphibious landing, and he's going to lose a lot of credits worth of stuff if I can ever blow up these transports. Or sink those transports, which I will with my submarines. Once I get his air units out of the way, that's still so ridiculous. Jeez. I need to capture more stuff so I can just crank out a continuous supply of bombers and fighters. Shouldn't do much damage, I wouldn't think. 2 points is not nothing. Might want to bring it back to port for repairs. That said, he did sacrifice his Striker for that. Also, his landers are finally exposed. Oh, and they run away. I mean, that's the smart thing to do. I have him in full retreat. Let's see, 51 fuel. Well, first of all, I'll go ahead and shoot down this Striker. Or don't. I guess you don't have to if you really don't want to. That's very annoying. Finish it off, please. That's better. Enjoy my cheeky laughter as hearts are emitted from my hat. Ah, so annoying, that slightly hurt battleship. Oh well. I finally get to shoot a lander with the submarine. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Okay. Oh, that was amazing. The panicking guys on the lander was outstanding. That is some attention to detail I can really get behind. Alright, you know what? It would take so long to get that battleship back into port to repair that 2 damage. We're not going to bother. I don't see any anti-air with the range to get at my bomber if I move it here. You guys are all going to... Actually, you can refuel with this one. There. The other 2 will refuel at the southern airport. You're going to capture those properties for me. You're going to try a landing here with some pretty heavy air and naval support. I'm just feeling too lazy to have to load up a lander with tanks and stuff and move it all the way over there to unload and do an amphibious assault. That just seems like too much work. So that's why I'm just going with massive air assault. Pure laziness. Alright, let's see. I think I've moved everything that is meaningful to move. Alright, let's not forget his battleship. Alright, so he's got a fighter, which is going to want to intercept my T-copter here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. Tell you what, go back and... Well, don't refuel yet. Nope, my cat's leaving. Goodbye, girl. You don't really need to refuel. You got 75, but go ahead anyway. Another one. Give me all the bombers. Anything in range of my battleships yet? Nope. 43 fuel. Also, you're nearly dead. Yeah, very close to dead. You should probably refuel and repair there. You can help deal with the enemy fighter up here. You guys can weave around all the air units to somehow get in your way. As you chase down that lander, hilariously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. The range on those fighters, man. My bomber is actually in range of that. Retreat then. I don't want to lose it for no reason. Pretty sure that's out of range. Let's continue moving our battleships closer. think that's another turn. So I did more damage there, but I'm not sure if that's an example of Caroline's power proccing or if that was just within the realm of normal damage variance. Finish him. Excellent. Yes, emit those laughing hearts at him to make it extra humiliating. Bomber should make quick work of that. Battleship, although the battleship's probably going to wreck my infantry who wants to capture here. Hiya! And 2 more bombers en route. Three bombers en route. And let's throw in another fighter. This guy, he just really needs to repair. These have a range of 5, I believe. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Pretty safe to move to here then. What a traffic jam. Oh, stuff is in range. Wait, a battleship can attack a battlecopter? Really? That's news to me. Wait, they can attack everything. I didn't realize they could defend themselves against air. That's surprising. Huh. Alright, let's see what you can do. I'm pretty sure that's not how naval units attack air units. I'm pretty sure they don't fire their giant main guns at them. I was expecting, you know, flak cannon fire, maybe missiles. I was not expecting them to expecting it to use its main guns to shoot at the helicopter. That just doesn't make much sense. Okay, have I moved everything? I think so. Oh, only did 5 damage. That's not so bad. I mean, Caroline was very sad about it, but it honestly wasn't that bad. It's so cool how with the lander loading animation, they actually show exactly what's on the lander. And you can see the first unit that loaded onto it when it loads the second unit. And how you see the infantry panicking as a lander that is being sunk is sunk. The infantry on it are freaking out. That is just fantastic. Yeah, okay. Battleships, it is so absurd that an infantry blocks a submarine. Just kill the infantry. Just to show how offended we are by the absurdity of it. How dare you survive? How dare you not be in range of the other battleship? There, this'll do it. Alright, finally, we're getting something done. Clearing out this traffic jam a bit. Alright, now we're all going to enjoy this a great deal. It's so good. It's so good. Alright, the submarines weren't a waste of money. I am happy about this. Now, just thinking of it in terms of, you know, how things actually were historically, bombers should be really good at wrecking battleships. That was really underwhelming. I feel like they should do better than that. Question the accuracy of this. Okay, that was much better. Was that more Caroline power procking? Because that was way better than the first one. Anyway, I may lose that first infantry. I don't think so, because the battleship is now almost destroyed. And even at full power, it only did 5 damage that one, so I don't think it's going to be able to finish him off. And you're still repairing. You're still repairing. Alright, well, they have so much fuel that it's not like they really need to refuel en route. Oh, you're kind of in the way. There we go. That's right, throw that French bread into that soldier's mouth. Job, troop. At this rate, I'm just going for a rout victory, basically. Just blow up everything he's got with my fighter and bomber squadrons. At this point, this guy is a little hurt too. Oh geez, and he just built another fighter. Give it up, Yuan Delta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm not in range yet. Oh, my bomber might be, though. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yeah. That's nothing to fear. Yeah. Unfortunate, but... Alright, as much as I hate to do it, because the animations are so much fun, I think I'm gonna turn them off from this point forward for this match. Yeah, I know what it means, thanks. There we go, that's what I meant to hit. Okay, let's finish off this battleship. Good. Nine is good enough. I want you getting into action. You repair. You guys are going to move in and start causing some real havoc. Likewise. Yes! Oh man, he's lost so many credits worth of stuff to my submarine sinking his landers. It's beautiful. Kind of futile, but I guess... Just sit where you are so that his fighter will be distracted down here for another turn, actually. And tell you what, battleships, get in a position where you're really going to be able to assist with shelling Yuan deltas. Interesting, so you can attack and move in the same turn if you attack something adjacent to you. Fascinating. So many little ways that the naval combat in this is different from the Advance Wars games. A lot of little subtle differences. Well, nothing to stop me from beginning to capture these. Ho ho! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I park right there, should be out of range of his anti-air, but in range to start blowing a bunch of stuff up next turn. Get another one. Alright, this is good. The initiative is clearly on our side now. You can go ahead and repair back to full. One more turn. Yep, that's fine. Now that's ambitious. All right, he's really on the ropes. Not really building much. Just a sec, I need to mute to blow my nose. Okay, sorry about that. Good. Alright, help provide aerial escort for the bomber fleet. Yeah, I'll probably want to reload you, assuming I don't forget. Or, not reload, refuel. Alright. Start taking out his anti-air. Boom. Alright, this bomber fleet is really going to wreak havoc on his forces. And down here to the south, the battleships will begin their artillery bombardments. So what can you do against this fighter? Quite a lot, actually. Go ahead and kill it then. Or don't. Whatever. Can I park on his pier to prevent him from building anything? Looks like I can. Very cheeky. I wonder if I should actually get some transport choppers to drop off more guys. Help with capture operations over on his island. You're finally full. Or, you know, back to full health, I mean. Okay. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of 10s. An 8 and a 9, but my attack force is pretty much full strength. I didn't realize I was in range of that. Wow, it didn't do very much damage. Interesting choice. I mean, I kind of understand the logic of it. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter what he builds, he's screwed. Alright, go ahead and refuel. Sure, go ahead and shoot down the T-copter. Why not? Finish off that infantry. Park here, so he cannot build anything in his pier. Alright, sure. You two can finish off the new missile. Good. Excellent. I guess you can fly back for repairs. Finish it off. Starting to think route victory is going to be the most likely way we get this done. Now that we've got a whole bomber fleet buzzing over his skies. Just get in range to deal with any more air units he builds, and then just hover there. They'll run out of fuel eventually, my fighters, I mean. Get another 2 bombers. See if you can chase down and finish off that wounded enemy fighter. That's the right decision to build a lot of anti-air. I can't fault him for what he's choosing to build. And I guess these guys are coming to try to stop my capturing operation. Now again, the problem with my big aerial campaign is that my air units will run out of fuel and crash eventually. You know what, just finish the job. You refuel. Good. And get another bomber. Is that another turn? Not quite. We got this guy. There we go. And now it's a turn. How are you doing, by the way? Oh, almost back to full. Nice. Oh, right, the rockets can shoot at my battleship. I honestly totally forgot about that. Again, correct decision. Oh, that time you didn't build anti-air. Alright, we should probably take this out. That'll do for weakening it. I think you can finish off the wounded missile. Good. Nice. And heavy tanks are so expensive that losing one really hurts. Getting a lot of leveled up bomber crews. Beautiful. We're certainly doing heavy damage now. Well, there's nowhere I can go that I can be in capture range next turn, but not in range of that guy. But it doesn't matter, because I'll just kill him with this bomber. Or severely weaken him. Good enough. 9 is enough. Get back in the fight. Good. How are you doing fuel-wise? Not great. Maybe refuel here before you pick up another dude. Alright. More men for capturing. Probably didn't need another fighter. Probably should have just gotten 2 more bombers, but whatever. He doesn't really seem to be even attempting to build any more air units. But again, my air units will start to crash eventually. I think my fighters don't use up as much fuel as long as I just have them hovering there. Oh, he did build another transport copter. I'm such a bully at this point. But this is war. You should just surrender, you on Delta. Spare your men's lives. You're just throwing them away at this point. Actually, I should just do this. There we go. Lots of bombers is 7. I can start joining them once the damage really gets high. I'm finally starting to clear out his island. It had gotten kind of crowded. Because he was going to try to go the more traditional route and build a whole lot of ground units and then ferry them over to me with landers. Which is a good strategy, but what was a less good strategy was that he did not account for the fact that I had submarines to sink his landers. Doesn't matter how powerful your amphibious landing force is if the enemy has total control of the air and the sea. Don't drop yet. Oops. There we go. Yep, we have been in inevitable victory territory for a little while now. But it's been a fun match. Like I said, aside from that one surprise with how you can't build at production structures that are too far away, and some silly early mistakes I made this video, I've enjoyed this one quite a lot. I feel like I haven't necessarily been playing it the intended way, but doesn't matter. What matters is whether the way I'm playing works, and it does. Go ahead and sit on this just so we can't build anything there. Actually, I can start doing that with quite a few of my units. Good grief, he has a lot of factories. It's hard to shut him down. Yeah, I feel like just cranking out a giant bomber fleet was the quick and lazy way to get this done. Yes, a transport chopper was definitely what you needed, Yuan Delta. I think he's losing his mind at this point. We may win to route victory this turn. I believe we're about to. He has... oh, this. Can I get anybody near enough to finish it? Oh, you're out of fuel. You're about to die. And you can't quite get there. Ah, oh, come on. That's so lame. Oh, that's so lame. Right, no fuel. No, we should have finished it this turn. Yeah, you know what? At this point, it doesn't even matter really, but let's just keep everything moving forward. There, fresh planes. All fueled up and ready to rock. There you go. That's a little more sensible. No. Oh, geez. 2 down. Well, I did say that was going to happen eventually. Yeah, go ahead. Pathetic. That's better. Okay. So we have to kill this and an infantry. Seems doable. And route victory? Yes, Blue Moon destroyed. Well done to us. Well done, Caroline. Poor Yuan Delta, with his giant red nose. And Caroline's so cheeky in victory. Not a gracious winner. Alright, that's Ball Islands complete. Save game, do not bother. Alright, so next up is going to be Coral Lagoon, which looks like a bit back to a tiny map with ground only. And like I said, I'm going to try turning on Fog War for that one, and we'll try using the next CO, Billy Gates. Puzzle trio, interesting. But anyway, that's what's going to be coming up next, so I'll see you then.